What's up, motherfuckers? Skulls here. And I'm surprised this whole time, at least I don't think I did, not once have I really talked about the next gen consoles, or at least not directly talk about next gen consoles. But now we're gonna talk about that shit since the PS4 just came out not too long ago, and I didn't even know that the shit was coming out. The day it came out, I was like, holy shit, it's out now? But I do know that the Xbox One is coming out in a few days. I'm pretty sure of that. But I would like to ask y'all motherfuckers, why are you getting next gen consoles? I mean, really, why are you getting them? Because if it's something other than you want to still play with your friends because your friends are getting it, maybe you want to get the exclusives. Currently, that's like the only reasons I could think of is the exclusives, and you want to play with your friends still if they're getting the next gen consoles as well. But one of your reasons can't be because you want the best quality games. Because I can tell you right now, I've only had this computer, my new computer, for a week or two. I don't even remember. About a week or two. And I can tell you right now that this computer, this $700 PC, is better than next gen. 10 times better. 10 fucking times better. Guaranteed. Every game right now I could play minimum at medium quality and still get 60 frames. Sometimes I get 120, but that's usually games that don't need that much graphical intensive shit. You know, like Minecraft or Team Fortress 2 or Blacklight Retribution. All them shits hit 120, 200 easily on this computer. The hell did your next gen console do? Max 60 frames. And you're telling me PC isn't better? Come on, son. I mean, there are disadvantages with PC. I know the main one is you run into a lot more problems. You know, since every computer is completely different, you might run into some graphical problems with something not being really supported by your shit because the developer can't really test every single combination of components that's in the computer. So you might run into some problems. You might run into some shit that you gotta go Google some shit and figure out the problem. But if you have half a brain, you'll be able to figure it out. Once you figure it out once, 90% of the time, you will never have to do it again. So that's one disadvantage from being on the PC. Another disadvantage is with fucking NBA 2K14, we got the current gen version of the shit, and it looks terrible. It looks fucking trash compared to next gen. So if you're an NBA player, then I recommend you get a next gen console because that shit looks terrible on PC and that shit is unacceptable. But that's probably the only game that I could think of right now that I have on this computer right now that is fucking terrible and would be better on the next gen console. Because right now I have about 18 games. It's about to be 19 because I just downloaded Assassin's Creed, which is another thing that's awesome about PC that I mentioned before about getting the little parody thing that I did about getting the PS4 and the Xbox One early. I said in that shit, if you have half a brain, you can go get most single player games. Multiplayer is really difficult to get working, but if you like single player games like Assassin's Creed, I assume that the multiplayer is ass, but it's basically a single player game. If you like games like that, the PC is the ultimate console, quote unquote, for you to get. Simple as that. Because you won't have to pay for it. Yes, the developers might be pissed at you that you didn't actually pay for the game. What the fucking do? Shut the fuck up. You'll be able to get it for free. You'll be able to try it for free before you actually go support the developers. Because every single game I have on here, I got them for free. I haven't paid for shit yet. I might in the long run, but you know, niggas don't really have a job. Niggas ain't making that much money. So niggas ain't gonna waste that shit on games. Even though I really want to play them, I don't have the money to buy them. So this is like the best way to try the game out. And if you combine that shit with cheap games, you know, some games are $30, $40, $20. You rarely see a game that's actually $60. compared to on console where it's mostly always going to be $60, especially when they first come out. You can buy cheap games and the games that you can get for free, which is a fucking lot of them. And if you really think about all the money you will save, because think about it. If every single game that I have right now was $60 and I have about 20, if we could all do math here, that's about $1,200 that I saved. $1,200. And with next gen, I'm pretty sure it's going to be a very, very long time before there's a modded version of the console where you can burn your own games and then play them on the Xbox One. I'm pretty sure that's going to be a long, long time. But on PC, I could do that shit right now. I can play any fucking game. Right now, I'm just waiting for Need for Speed Rivals to show up. And then I'll be playing that shit for free. Can you do that? No, you can't. Also, another plus about PC that the Xbox and PS4 are now getting into, which is free-to-play games, or free with Xbox Gold. PC already had that shit, and PC has a lot of that shit. Some of them are ass, yes, but it's fucking free, so don't complain. The shit is free, but we have a shit ton of free-to-play games, especially on Steam. There's a couple on Origin, legally free-to-play. Legally free-to-play, and it's a lot of them. So the amount of games that you can have on a PC compared to what you can have on an Xbox or a PS4, there's a huge fucking difference, and people don't seem to understand that. And if your reason for getting the next gen consoles is either, if it's not you going with your friends to play the new consoles with them, or if it's not for the exclusives, because of course the PS4 exclusive and the Xbox One exclusives will not be on PC ever. So if your reasons is not those two, get a fucking PC. It's about the same fucking price. My shit was $700, and if you compare that shit to the Xbox One plus tax and a game, I just paid an extra $100 to save thousands in the future. Thousands. So I'm gonna need y'all motherfuckers to tell me, why the fuck are you getting next gen consoles? There has to be a real logical reason. And there's another thing I want to say. It's probably like 2% of people that just made it to this part. But another thing I want to say is with the consoles, most of those games that are about to be on the Xbox One are going to be on the fucking Xbox 360. So what's your reason now? Titanfall is going to be on the 360. Battlefield is already on the 360. Of course you want the shit better. But why don't you just wait and get a PC? Get the best experience that you possibly can for the same price. But anyways, motherfuckers, that's it. And I'm out.
Tengo que largarme de aquí. No tengo nada que ver con esto. Protect the saint!